You see me walking down the street and I start to cry each time we meet. Walk on by. Walk on by.
Before I take the next call, I want to actually talk about something we mentioned on Nonprofits yesterday. I'll do this quick. There's a guy who wrote me. I have no idea if he's being sincere or not. Based on some of the emails that he sent, I'm kind of convinced that he was sincere. It's possible that I could be being punked without realizing it. But it doesn't matter because the particular claim is not that much more outlandish than anybody else's. He seemed to think that he was like me because he needed proof that a God was real before he'd believe it. You're nothing like me, I promise. But what he did is from the time that he was about 12, he asked God, every time he sat down to dinner, if he would move a spoon from here to here. And nothing happened. For like 4 years he did this. And then he decided to go to church because he had the hots for some girl.
This sounds like a bad joke.
It does, but it's only fair if I have to put up with email like this that everybody else gets to share it.
Okay. You're going to share the...
So he goes to church, he decides to give Christianity a chance, and from that point on, he's currently studying to be a minister. From that point on, at 3 separate occasions in his life, God has turned a spoon into a fork in front of his eyes. Now, I hope it didn't happen while he was eating hot soup or something, because that could be really inconvenient. However, to demonstrate just how unclose-minded I am, which was a word that was sent to me in email this week, which is why I used it, I have a spoon. This spoon will be, I'll carry it to the show, I'll carry it around with me. It's marked so that I know it can't be swapped, but I would like every believer, especially that individual who managed to have this miracle performed for him 3 times, every believer out there who thinks that God could possibly turn a spoon into a fork, you should be praying and asking God to turn this spoon into a fork. And
I think the girlfriend did it.
And if this spoon turns into a fork while it's in my presence, before my very eyes, just as he said, I will come on the Atheist Experience, tell everybody about it, and confess that I have a true miracle. And here's the spoon. And I'll leave it sit here during the show where I can see it and where it's not going to get away from me. If it happens during the show, we'll be able to announce it during this show. But let's go on to Dan. Are you also in Eugene?
Yes, I am.
What the hell's up with people from Eugene, man?
They're hippies. They're really, really, really high. And they're
Okay,
hippies,
good for
and they're
you
healthy.
guys.
Well, since you're in Eugene, by the way...
I'm going to go to that place.
Yes.
I'm going to bring my camera.
And could you
Give us a little
report back
trip
to
report.
us?
Yeah.
I absolutely will. I'll report back to you guys next week. I'll post a video of it on YouTube.
That'd be way cool.
And,
yeah.
Thanks, Dan. What do you got for us?
Well, before I say what I want to say, I was going to say I think that guy that with the spoon fork, with the spork, if you will, that he should talk to, what was his name? James Randi. He'd get $1 million if he could do it in front of somebody.
Right.
I mean, why would you turn down that kind of money?
Yeah. Bending spoons, for those in the audience that don't know, is kind of a big cultural thing within atheism and within the kind of crackpots that want to practice mentalism and look up Uri Geller. That would be the thing to do. And,
or not. Or not. He doesn't need that much publicity either.
And I start to cry each time we meet. Walk on by. Walk